John Bower sitting in the protection of his team. Glenn Seaton's still in front, but Peter Brock is the man who is also going with Jones. Absolute gangbusters here. He's just there. He is in shot. Yep. Look at the amount of ground he's made up over this race distance.
Now the pair of them here, Brock and Mazzara for the mobile telecom Telstra operation. We don't know whether it's telecom or Telstra anymore, but we'll have to figure that one out in due course.
And also Brock will be mindful of the wherever he finishes in the first heat is his starting position for the second. If he can muscle his way up toward the front, he's going to be looking very good. David Attard.
Uncharacteristic spin there by David Attard, but tyres could be starting to let him down.
Well, Brocky's on the move in 05, so it's tightened up here. The championship points. Brock needs a haul of them to pick up some ground on John Bower and the championship itself. Seaton's already made his move.
Well, the buffer coming into this. Oh, look at Jones down the inside of Johnson. Boof.
Yes.
Little tap there to let him know he's well and truly coming through. He shoots out of there like the Apollo.
There's
11.
Brock.
And Brock came through as well. Johnson got really crossed up there. So Johnson gets shuffled back. Brock's able to capitalise. He's down the inside of Jones. They're side by side as they come down toward the stud. The braking air at the end of the straight. Unbelievable stuff from Brock.
Look at the spectators. They've all come alive. Johnson's back. You want to play that game? I can play it too.
Well, he's got back in front of Jones, but the man who's threatening the points table is Brock. He's the one who slipped through the net, and he's coming right up behind Bower. 25 laps down on this 29 lapper. Look at Jones. He's got a tyre rubbing too.
Yes, a little bit of body panel work here. Brocky on fire. He's got some of that Northern Territory bull dust in his lungs. I think he's trying to blow it out here today.
Well, he's allowed Mazzara to go through and take the battle up. There's nothing Jones can do in the way of points. All he wants to do, Brock, is pull in John Bower and pass him and keep this championship alive.
26 laps down, 3 to go. Not a lot of real estate to play with. Just under 10 kilometres of racing left. Johnson, I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about Brock, even though he may be able to hang on to him. Look at the lap times. He's going very much almost as quick as Brocky.
He did a pretty good job on Alan Jones. I think he's more than happy to do one on Brock.
Well, let's see if he can hang with the back of Brock's HRT Commodore. No lack of squirt from the DJR Falcons. We've seen that this year. They're 7.1 seconds is the lead he has over John Bower at the moment. There's Bower. Yep. Brock trying to zero in. Look how deep he goes to the range. Bower moves over to cover his tracks. He's got every right to do that.
Oh, of course he has.
So Brock, and he's in the shell sandwich now. What a fascinating contest this is. Forward, holding forward. Brock taking on the Falcons in the final laps of this opening heat.
Well, Brock will be looking down the inside here, and there's no use going to the outside because Johnson will be Johnson will be up on the inside. So if you're going to make a move, you're going to have to make it a very, very decisive move when you attack Bower, because Johnson's going to shut your options off.
The crowd along pit straight, you can see them jumping on the spot. They're getting very excited. Dick Johnson, Dunlop race cameras, we take you into the heart of this battle. You can see his teammate under there coming under fire. One slip from Bower and Brock will be through. Look at Mazzara. He comes up to have its 2 Holdens, 2 Fords.
John Bower does drive superbly under these conditions. This is reminding me of Winton when he held off the field. Just so very well.
Brock up on the inside, nothing there. Now you watch Dick if he can. He'll get up the inside.
Oh, look,
Brock's on the grass. So too was Dick.
Well, he's had 20,000 kilometres of driving through the dirt. It's not going to change his mind here. He sticks 2 wheels up on the infield. And look at the amount of power from the DJR Falcon. He can hold Brock in a straight line. Let's see what happens under brakes. No doubt John Bower will duck down the inside. He has. And he's gone on the anchors very early. And Brock's been able to sneak through.
That's right.
Superb fashion. Just a superb move.
Listen to the crowd, will you? They're cheering all the way around the track. They can't believe this.
Let's not take anything away from Thomas Mazzara, who's also shadowing the second of the Shell cars and done very well to maintain his position here in this field.
Last lap for Glenn Seaton as he crosses the start-finish line. Here's the battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th.
Listen to the cheers, the grandstand. They're all jumping. Brock from the back of the field up to 2nd. And championship points coming away from John Bower's grasp in race 1 of round 8 at Mallala today. What a fabulous race it's been. Brilliant conditions. And before we estimate about 28,000 V8 fans.
Well, it's a great move by Brock on tyres too. He went for a fairly hard tyre on the rear and a soft one on the front. It's been working well for the HRT Commodores in previous rounds. And boy, isn't it working well here. Here's Mazzara trying to push up and make some ground on Johnson as well.
Well, just think how hard Brocky's had to work to get from the tail of the field, Mark. It's not as if it's just been a good tyre choice. He has worked that car hard and himself hard to get up into this position. That didn't happen by accident.
21 cars he had to make his way through. There he is in 2nd position. I think John Bower would be in disbelief Brock spinning to the back of the field in that opening lap, but he's come back to overtake him. What an unbelievable recovery from the Holden hero.
They work the back straight. This is the final lap up to the S's for the final time. Car number 30, Glenn Seaton, was a shocker here at Mallala last year, and that championship chase after Bow is on the boil again. The final corner, crowd to their feet, and they've done it. Seaton across the line, and the Peter Jackson Falcon, followed by championship runner-up so far Peter Brock, and then John Bow, Dick Johnson, next followed by Thomas Mazzera and Alan Jones. Time to check out the top 10 on the Shell race score. Glenn Seaton, what a performance, and what about a performance from Peter Brock? Last to second, John Bow takes third, Dick Johnson fourth, Thomas Mazzera finished in fifth. Sixth place went to Alan Jones. Jimmy Richards took seventh. Eighth was Paul Romano, the privateer. Ninth, another privateer, Mark Poole. And rounding out the top 10, 39, Chris Smurden. Western